Springbok team announced for the weekend. Handré Pollard takes over fly-off duties and, of course, the main kicking duties, particularly for posts. Plenty. And the online, it's not a debate, it's abuse online of Manie Libbok has been absolutely ugly. And there's an issue and there's a difference between missed kicks and misused kicking opportunities. John Dobson, Stormers coach, joins me here. You've also asked the question, tactically, kicking has not been the forte of the Springboks in the opening rounds of the Rugby World Cup. And I know you've always backed Manie ever since he was via the Bulls, via Sharks, and coming here down to Cape Town. You say that he has it in him to be permanently South Africa's number one kicker as well as fly-off, John.
Yeah, and thanks for getting me on, and thanks for that sort of brief, Lester, because I'm so angry about what's going on and how people are failing to understand. And I mean, we can delve into if there are more sinister reasons for it, but this guy is a generational fly-half. You know, he played. The Springboks were obsessed for this World Cup of having close to, I can't remember the number, 800 or 900 test caps. Yeah, that's why so many of the guys are carryovers from 2019. Manie played his first test in November last year. I think he's on 10 caps now. He's now played, he missed 2 kicks. That's how many he missed last week, Lester. 2 kicks against the world's number one team. What everybody says in every podcast across the world was the most intense rugby test match in living memory and one of the greats of the Rugby World Cup. He missed 2 kicks and he gets vilified. And he's changing the way South African rugby is playing to a much more modern, the way how our rugby is going to move and how it should be played, in terms of the attack. And we've been vilified for 2 kicks. I'm sorry, I don't get it. He's the future. Him, Kirkley, that attacking style when we can strike from the back, we can score turnover balls. When did we last have a fly who can really pass like this? He's going, I'm sorry.
I can understand. And I remember, and I hark back to a conversation you once had with John Matham. And it was a case of you putting Manie aside, and this was, I think, 2 seasons ago. You putting Manie aside, and you said, you are our fly-off. You are the Stormers' fly-off. There's no one else. And I am entrusting you. Have you spoken to Manie in the last 3 weeks and on how his confidence is going?
On WhatsApp. But our kicking coach, Gareth Wright, spoken to him a couple of times also on WhatsApp. No, look, I think he's taken a hell of a knock, And not from the Springbok management. I think the Springbok management were really, really clever at the start of the World Cup, just taking the only fly, which was, so he felt backed and loved. Just the social media stuff. This is a youngster who's playing, as I say, single-figure test, playing for his country and scored, and to get the amount of abuse he's got. So, he's taking a knock. There's no question. But he's a tough guy. He's fought his way up through from a very difficult background, through various unions. So he'll come out. I just don't understand the picture. The fact that he missed 2 kicks. Dr. Clark missed 2 kicks. The fly doesn't have to kick. In 2007, Percy Montgomery was the fullback kick. The Australian team in 1999's Moorclock, I think, was the kicker. It wasn't Larkham, So we decided this guy has to kick from everywhere. And then there's another curious element. If you go 7-1 and don't go for the corner, Manie's kicking for the corner has been brilliant. We didn't use our maul, and that might be a tactic for later in the tournament. But I don't think Manie Libbok. I agree with you.
John, just to looking forward to tonight's game. It's the curtain raiser for the URC tournament. You're playing my third favorite South African team after Stormers Province, Griquas, and then Southwestern Districts. But I'm very glad to see Skara back. Brock Harris as captain, Ali Vermaak. It's that stable Province Stormers front row for tonight's game.
That's one for the future. We've taken a view in the front row of the guys for the future. Listen, the 3 guys actually still got big roles to play for us this season, and it's a nice balance. There's a nice new faces, Bendo's new face, a couple of good youngsters, and loose forward, and some veterans up front, but. What's nice about these occasions, as you said, one of your favourite teams, there'll be 12,000 people jam-packed into Ocean Park. And it's not a URC game, it's not a World it just shows how much they love their rugby in this region. So we're looking forward to that a lot.
I actually wish they'd bring the Sevens tournament back to Outeniqua Park in George.
I think there's a rugby culture here that people are missing, and hopefully it will change.
John Dobson, good luck for tonight. Really appreciate it.